Okay, so this will be a quick tutorial for RBO, Reverse Boss Order. Let's just start, you know. I have my input display so you can see everything I'm doing, which I think is pretty helpful. But yeah, we're just gonna jump in. So, first, a couple things. I'm going to go through this under the assumption that whoever is using this tutorial is not new to this game and has done a normal category before. So I'm not going to explain any of the regular tricks that any runner of another category would know. I'm just gonna go through the route, go through some of the tricks and quirks of this category that are specific to this category, and explain those, but I won't be explaining any of the simple stuff. So we're gonna start, obviously, as any save and quit category does, by getting 10 rupees. So let's do that real quick, get some dupes in here, hopefully. Okay, that was really bad RNG. I'm guessing, I'm gonna edit this in post, but I'm guessing you've already seen that I'm gonna be using fast forward throughout this tutorial. It just makes it a bit nicer, just gets to the point. I think that is nice anyway. Getting some really bad RNG though. Oh, nice. Of course. I get 2 at the end. Okay, so we're gonna steal the shovel. And then die. Gonna grab 2 sets of bombs. Skip the text here and then save and quit. And then 1 more. And skip this text as well. Steal the bow. And we're leaving. So we're not gonna grab any powder, we don't need it in this run. At least unless you fail blob quick kill, which I really hope you don't. Alright, so enter this house so we can save and quit there later. Gonna do a bomb trigger on the owl. I actually got it framed perfectly, which is nice. Yeah, I just like to try and menu there frame perfectly. And then if I get it, equip bombs. Well, equip bombs if I open my menu either way. Okay, and now we're gonna go get the tail key. Bomb trigger Terran. To anyone that has not run a save and quit category and doesn't know the quirks of that bomb trigger or the dupes, I would say probably learn that first before you try on this. Or at least watch a run of it or something. So after editing this video, I realized that that was kind of a dumb thing to say. I should just be explaining this. So here we go. What you want to do is you want to kill the top left moblin as soon as you come in, or the bomb trigger just straight up won't work. Then you line up with a transition, do your bomb trigger, and skip the text with B. And that was just plain mean. That was just mean, come on. Alright, so we're into D1, gonna equip shield. I'm not gonna be able to damage boost because I'm on 1 heart, which is not very nice. I'll manage, it's whatever. Okay, so we're taking the usual route through here. Ooh, that was nice. Didn't even take a hit either, which is even better. Alright, gonna equip feather and sword. And clip into the wall, because we're gonna do a super jump. Highly recommend you pick up these hearts. Now, we're gonna super jump up here. And then make sure that, I don't really care how you do it as you move to the transition on the left here, but you have to make sure that you touch the bottom transition before you transition left. After that, just transition left, then only hold down. Because I think in empty rooms, if you hold diagonals, the game can crash. Just hold down. Just follow my inputs, really. And we're in D3. Just zip down until you find that, one screen. So yeah, just zip down until you find the one room with the staircase, jump into the staircase, you come out here, and you follow this route just like you would normally do in D3. You grab the one key with the Zulls, we grab this key as well, and we're gonna do dong skip. And we're gonna try to do dong skip, at least. There we go. Now clip into this wall. Don't open that other key block. You can just hold jump and down as you come into this room to be as fast as you can, and just super jump up. We're gonna grab the boots and also equip them. And then we're leaving D3. That's all we came here for, just to get the boots. And we're gonna go through here backwards. Enter this staircase, and now you can just hold down and dash until you get to this room. Where you would preferably kill them in one hit. I like to just kind of dash down, and then a little bit to the left so I can kill the Stealthus without tinking on him. And then as soon as I hit him, I equip Feather. Just like that. Try to get rid of that gel here. The little Zull, whatever you want to call him. I think they're called gels. Because he will get in you and you will have a bad time. You can try to jump over him. I think you probably can, but it's just not practical. Flip into this wall. Then do a bit of a jump against the transition here, otherwise you will soft lock. And super jump to the left, and then hold down. And we're gonna zip again. Alright. When you're on this screen, equip Feather and Boots. Dash until you hit the little orange thing you saw on the previous screen. Then you can transition up. Once you transition up, just fall off the ledge by holding up, and then you can jump onto this little spot here. I'm gonna make a save state. Alright, now we're gonna go through here. And we get to this very annoying jump. The trick to this jump, I'm gonna actually just pause. The trick to this jump is to be against the block here when you start it. Everything is hitting me. So be against this block when you start the jump. Don't push the block though. Then face left and start to dash. And then as soon as your dash starts, as early as possible, you open the menu and you equip Feather and Sword. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, they're like, the timing of that is like really off now, of the bullets. Okay, so I paused as soon as my dash started, equip Feather and Sword. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump, and then as soon as you jump, hold right and Sword, and we're gonna super jump into the block. Like that. And that's what happens if your timing is off. I think I was a bit late on my pause, and it might help to jump backwards against the block. And that doesn't help. What's also important to remember for this jump is that you need to be against the bottom wall. If you're not, and you get the super jump, you will soft lock because you won't be able to push the block. So keep that in mind as I attempt to get this, which for some reason I don't seem to be able to. And that's what it looks like. So now charge your sword, jump up, grab the hearts if you're low. Just grab the hearts either way. Solve the puzzle, and we're gonna charge the sword before going into this room so we can just jump up and spin slash. And we're gonna grab the flippers. Alright, so now we start getting to the tricks specific to this run. I imagine most people who are learning this category are probably familiar with super swims. Some people might not be, so I'm gonna explain it. It's literally a super jump, except in water, and except you only use one button. So you face into the wall, you press A or B, doesn't matter. You also don't need to press the button Feather is equipped to, just press any button. I like to use A. Then press into the wall, and hold away from the wall. That didn't work, it just didn't make a sound. Normally it does make a sound. But yeah. Basically you just clip into the wall, hold down, dodge the bullets, hold down, press A, face away from the wall, keep holding A until you get the super jump. Also keep holding up. And then, oops, that's wrong. And then you have it, and we are now super swimming. So one important thing that I forgot to mention is that you can cancel the super swim by jumping. If you jump, you have collision again, and you are no longer super swimming. So be aware of that. Did I say super jump? I meant super swim. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going up until we get to a certain room. And what's very important when you're super swimming is never transition down. If you transition down at any point, the game will crash. Like that. The game will just stop working and you have to hard reset. So once we get to this chest, we're gonna grab the boss key from it, and we're gonna transition up. Now don't move up in this room, just stay on the wall or you'll get door lag. In this room we're gonna start moving left a little bit, and when you hit this room, go left again, and grab the bracelet. We're gonna start going up after going in one screen left. Go left in this screen. Again, don't move up because you will get door lag. And on this screen, don't move left because you'll get door lag. Just stay on the wall. We can start going diagonally here again. We count 3 empty rooms here before going left. And we're gonna fight Master Selfless 1. So we're just gonna use 3 bomb arrows on him. Don't use 4 because you'll kill him, as most people know, and that will cause issues. Well, it won't cause issues in this run, but it'll just waste time. Wait before the doors open, or you might have to fight him again. Okay, transition right up. Don't move up in this room to avoid the door lag until you hit the other wall. And we're gonna do the regular strat for Master Selfos here. Just kill him with 2 bombs. It's also important that you don't stand in the walls before he gets out, because if you do that, you could zip down, which will crash the game because you're still super swimming. Alright, go diagonally here. Try to avoid the starfish. And we're back in another Master Salvo's room. This one we're gonna stay on the right side, because you don't have enough time to move to the left side. Alright, equip boots. Go up once, and then just keep going right until we hit Master Salvo's 4. There he is. Again, equip bomb arrows. And this one drops a hookshot. Equip feather and bracelet. Wait for him to die. Get the hookshot. Don't just save and quit after this text. Just wait until the animation finishes, then save and quit. Reason for that being that if you save and quit too early, you won't actually get the hookshot. And we're gonna leave D3 and head over to the Dream Shrine. Okay, so once we're in here, I'm gonna clip into this wall, jump, and I do that so I can buffer my super jump. It just makes things easier. Buffer up and sword, and we super jump up. Grab the ocarina, and save and quit. This super jump that we're gonna do here has a 2 pixel window. The way I like to line it up is to face up and push into the wall. If you can see the little kind of rotated L shape. That's the leftmost pixel. One more pixel to the right where you can see just 3 of the lighter pixels. That is also a pixel that works. Now we're gonna do a late super jump, and we're gonna zip down. Transition down. For this transition down, make sure you move onto this tile here, or you will zip into this area here, and you won't be able to get out. Now we're gonna go down, equip hookshot and feather. I'm gonna banish my ocarina to the bottom of my menu because it's awful. Sword and feather because we're gonna super jump. Right here. Oh, that didn't clip me. Watch out for these stairs. They're pretty easy to avoid, but if you enter them, I don't know if you can still do this. You probably can't. So we're gonna super jump down here. Transition on this white tile here. At least that's what I like to do. I don't think it really matters that much, but I just always transition here. I'm gonna make a save state. This is a very notorious part of this run. We're gonna transition right, and we're gonna try to get Mambo. I like to just stand somewhere over around here. People have speculated that being on a specific pixel works, but sometimes the game will just crash when you enter for no reason. I don't believe that using a specific pixel works at all. I just kind of stand over here and go in. Somewhere on the top of this tile is where I usually stand. And I just go right, hold right during the cutscene. That's what a crash looks like. If that happens, you have to hard reset. And now BGB is not gonna let me because it keeps giving me the debugger without letting me close it. So I have to restart the ROM entirely. All right, let's load the save state. That's not the right one. So yeah, that's what a crash looks like. What I normally do is I just go right, hold right during the transition, and then I let go. As soon as the transition finishes. Then you just start mashing the text when it works, and you get Mambo. Now it's very important that you don't hold right while you do this, because you'll transition, and if you transition, you don't get Mambo, and I think it might also crash the game or something. Just don't do it. We need Mambo. Now we're gonna get the next text box, smash through that as well. And then wait before the animation finishes, because if you just hold right out of the text box, you also will not get Mambo. So just until the animation finishes, wait in place, then transition right. Okay, we're gonna go down. Don't go back left before transitioning down, or bad things will happen. And now we're gonna start going diagonally. So I like to position myself on these black tiles here, but it doesn't really matter because you can't really fall into into these pits when you have the Deathlo Glide speed on. I like to position myself on these black tiles here because the guys here can't hit me. Then we're gonna go back down. Make sure you're not at the on this tile when you transition, or you will hit this staircase, probably. I did not mean to get hit there. Definitely not twice. So yeah, just be somewhere around here. It doesn't really matter too much. Just don't be on the staircase's height. Alright, so we're gonna grab the bombs here. Keep going down, and then just stay at the top of the screen here. And when you hit the screen with the second chest, pick it up. And we're gonna start going back right. Pick up the fire rod, and I like to position myself on top of the wall here, like inside of it, because it will skip door lag in this room. Alright, now we're gonna hit the staircase so we can enter D8 properly, and we're gonna fight Hothead. I was supposed to jump there, I didn't, because I'm stupid. Alright, I'm gonna make a save state real quick. Pick up these arrows, you will very much need them. You don't need to specifically jump into this transition, just make sure you're against it. I like to just jump like that, and then do it, because we're gonna do a lava swim here. It's a Jesus jump, and we're gonna buffer left and sword out of the transition back, and we're gonna super swim up here. I like to move a little bit more towards the middle of the room, then jump up into the transition. That's what works best for me. I think you probably can also jump diagonally, but I've never done it, so I wouldn't try it. You can try it, but it's whatever. Alright, equip Fire Rod to skip the text. Make sure you don't get hit because you're still at 3 hearts at this point, and Hothead does 3 hearts of damage. Gonna get a nice wang in there. Wang boys. And we're done with D8. So it's time to move to D7. Alright, just wiggle out of this. I like to kill this guy because he gets in the way. Equip Feather and Boots. And enter this cave. I'm gonna make a save state. We're gonna go left. And we're gonna do a bit of a finicky super jump. What I find that helps with this super jump is to be as close to the bottom wall as you can, but not too close. I'm gonna demonstrate it before I do anything else. So let me just show it. Okay, so that was too close to the wall. Because the top soul didn't spawn. And it didn't work that time because, as I said, it's a bit finicky sometimes. There we go. That's how you do it. So, what I like to do is I just bonk, and then I dash again, and then I jump as early as I can. Then equip Fire Rod and Shield, and just hold right and right A and B out of the transition, and it just works most of the time. I'm not really entirely sure why it sometimes doesn't work, but I think it could be that you hit the Zol before super jumping, like hit him with your shield, which would then cause you to not super jump at all. So just try to jump and menu as soon as you can, and then it will work most of the time. So we're gonna transition down, equip Sword and Boots, and kill these guys. On the next screen, I just like to buffer down right, and they won't be able to hit me like that. It's a pretty nice thing to do like that. Alright, clip into this wall and dash down. Dash down again. And we're gonna do a super jump over here. Make sure you're not too high or too low, or you'll get stuck on these other tiles, and you won't be able to get out. Alright, so now, we're gonna... Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna clip into this wall, but clearly we're not. Clip into that wall, and this super jump, this super swim, I think it's either a 1 or 2 pixel window, but you can set it up pretty easily by pushing into the wall and then just hitting down right until you hit the water. If you don't push into the wall, you'll get like sent farther into the water, and you have to set it up manually, which is really difficult. So just hold that, do that, and you'll be perfectly positioned. Now we're gonna super jump up. Try to dodge the fish, or actually don't try to dodge the fish. It's okay if you take 1 hit. It's better than waiting. So we're gonna transition up once, then left, and keep going up. From here, I'm gonna start going diagonally. Oh, yeah, try not to hit Luigi. Well, glitched Luigi. So I go to the left side of this room, so I avoid door lag. Then here, I start going left and diagonally. If you do it exactly like I did, you won't hit these guys. Now, I do try to avoid this guy. And jump here, so you land on this platform, and we can do the D7 boss. It's important that you jump, or you won't be able to hit the staircase. And it's obviously important that you don't jump too early, because otherwise you will... yeah, you'll get stuck there. Alright, so equip Fire Rod and Mambo. Be very careful not to Mambo. Okay, so I should explain this trick before I do it. I'm gonna stay above the staircase. And then as soon as the eagle's head specifically, is also above the staircase, I'm gonna hit him with my Fire Rod. Then, once his feet leave the screen completely, I'm gonna start shooting the Fire Rod down, mashing, and that will just kill him. Now, it can happen that the eagle is at the same height as Link, like there, just let him hit you. He does 2 hearts of damage. And if you're low on hearts, then try to move out of the way or something. Yeah, it's not really it's not really a good thing if that happens when you're low on hearts. So yeah, kill him like that, and we're gonna... Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. We're gonna go down and get another Wang. Wang, boys. Buffer Mambo out of this transition, because obviously we can't get out. And now we're gonna head over to D6. Obviously not taking the regular route. So I'm gonna do an advanced strat here, which is bonking over this, which is slightly faster. Then you can just go around. Alternatively, what you can do is just go around like this, and then go left here. But I like doing this strat because it's cool. It gets you swag points. That does not get you swag points. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna take the regular route past the D4 entrance, or keyhole, I guess, and make our way over to the water cave. Be very careful of this like, he likes to troll. I've been eaten by him many times. Alright, so enter this cave, clip into this wall, we're gonna do a super jump. I meant super swim, obviously. And transition right. It's important that you transition right here, because, I'll show you. If you transition up, you'll just leave the cave, like that. So, we're gonna transition right, then stay in the wall, in the left wall, that is, and just keep going up. Until we get to this screen, where we're gonna enter the staircase and enter D6. Equip feather and bombs, and just dodge the tiles until the key pops up. By jumping over them, of course. Alright, get rid of this key block, clip into the wall, and transition up. Then we're gonna do a couple jumps up, and, yeah, we're gonna super jump into the room. So, make sure that you don't enter this room too low. Also, quick reminder, if you want to be safe on bombs, grab the bomb pickup at the top of this room. Just be on this tile, or you will hit the pot text and waste a couple of seconds. Other than that, this facade fight is really nothing special. It's the same as any other category. Also, quick note about grabbing that extra bomb pickup. If you're somewhat decent at not wasting bombs, you really shouldn't need that bomb pickup at all. And you should be fine with just the one pickup that we got on the way to D7, I think it is? Maybe D8? I don't remember. I think it's on the way to D8. But yeah. Time for D5. So just jump off here, we're gonna swim a little bit. Obviously dodge the bomb fairies that are coming up as best you can. We all know they control. Okay, they're very nice. Enter this cave, and we're gonna clip into this wall, super swim up, and equip feather and boots. And we're gonna start dashing up. Transition right at the top of this screen. Transition up here. And keep going right. Stay in the wall, like the bottom wall, because it will avoid door lag. And again, stay in the wall here. And we're gonna enter this staircase. So, it's important that you buffer a diagonal jump upright, and keep holding upright so we can get this flock clip properly. This will clip us into the wall, and we're gonna just equip this, and do that. So what I like to do here, which doesn't work half the time, is I try to jump across this. You saw there, it didn't work. It's a bit tight, it doesn't even save time, so if you have an easier time equipping boots, then you can do this. and actually make it across, of course. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you both the equip routes that you would have to take. So if you do this, equip Bookshot, which means this, and go in, and then when you enter the boss room, you only have to equip Sword. Otherwise, equip Feather and Boots. And then when you enter the room, you have to equip both Hookshot and Sword. So yeah, let's go for the dash jump, which is in my menu route, which I don't really have anyway, but yeah, we're gonna clip into this block and then buffer a diagonal jump so we can super jump here and super jump up. Do your equips and wait for the boss to come out. Again, this boss is also the exact same as other categories. There is nothing special about it. Alright, once you get the heart, grab Feather and Magic Rod or Fire Rod, whatever. Get another Wang, very important. Wang boys. And then we're done with D5. Buffer a diagonal jump out of here and swim. Or dive, rather. Again, buffer a jump, saving me some time. Please be nice. Of course he wasn't nice. Okay, I won't be nice back. Wow, he hit me twice? That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna go over this way. Do a diagonal jump and hit those bushes and enter this place. Clip into this wall, super jump. Again, I mean super swim. I mix them up a lot. Getting hit there is actually faster because he hits you back on the land, which is pretty nice. Alright, gonna equip Boots and Feather. Try to make sure that you transition on this specific tile, because it will shoot you forward like that. And then we're gonna go up. Stay in the wall. Go left. Stay in the wall, go up. Oh, whoops. And we're gonna start going diagonally again. Enter the staircase. And we're back in D4. So we're gonna go to the boss. And because we don't have sword equipped, it's faster not to do the flak spin, so just shoot 3 bomb arrows. And equip Boots and Feather, and that's it for D4. We're gonna just go and grab the instrument. So try to buffer a jump out of that if you can remember. I can never remember for some reason. And we're gonna go back to the water cave. Now, this part of the run is pretty risky, so I would recommend that you save and quit when you enter this cave. When you're starting out with this category, I would recommend just saving and quitting after every dungeon anyway, but that's up to you. I would definitely save and quit here, though. So we're gonna clip here and super jump. So I'm gonna show you what I do, which is safer, and I'm gonna show you what other people do. Let's start with what other people do, which is we're gonna super swim and keep going here, and then try to get as close to the transition as you can. Basically a good, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. A good visual cue for it is if Link's feet are on the menu, then you're pretty much good most of the time. And then we're just gonna keep going left until you find the second broken screen, which is this screen. We're gonna jump into the left transition and then go down. And that worked because I was far enough down. But the risk in that is that if you go too far down, you'll crash the game. So what I do is I just kind of sit on this tile. You don't even need to be very low down at all. Just be on the tile so you don't get hit by the fish. Go to the screen that you need to go to, which is this next screen here. And then what I do is I cancel my dash, and I just jump down into the transition. It's much safer. So either way, no matter what you do, just come over here, And then we're gonna jump down into this transition. I did a dash jump just now, doesn't matter. It's faster than doing a normal jump, obviously. But transition left and hold down. And go down one more time, right, and we're in D3. Equip sword. And just, yeah. This boss is slightly different than you see in other categories, so I will go over it. Oh, that's not when you're supposed to menu. Okay, so just split them up, then equip Fire Rod and Feather, and just shoot both of them once, and they die. That's pretty much all you need to know about it. Alright, get another Wang in there. Wang boys. And that's it for D3. Equip Feather and Boots. And go through the owl cutscene here. And we're gonna warp to the D4 area again. And we're gonna go into what I like to call the Shack Cave, because it's the cave where you do a shack jump. I know it's a very original name. Alright, so do a shack jump here. And transition down on the leftmost tile, so we're in the wall. Keep going down until you're in D3. Then go down here. Make sure you go down this place in the middle, because otherwise you'll lose some time by having to drop down. Just be in the middle. Then we enter this staircase. You can't avoid dropping down here, by the way. In fact, it's probably faster. Alright, make sure you clip into this, and we're gonna super swim. Keep going up until you exit this screen, then we're gonna go right and up on a diagonal. Try to avoid these bunnies. They can't hit you if you go in like this row of pots. And then we're gonna count 3 empty rooms before going right. If you want to play this room safe, you can just jump across the intended way. But what I do is I dash up here. I don't cancel my dash to the left normally, but I was a bit far right. And then I just jump in here, open the boss door, and exit. So the reason we're going into D4 is exactly that, to open the boss door, because we open this boss door with the D4 boss key, so we don't have to get the D2 boss key. So yeah, open the door, exit, or enter the staircase, come back out, and do whatever you do normally. So yeah, this fight is also mostly the same. I'm gonna skip through the first phase, obviously. Just do what you normally do. Alright, so once we have thrown him into the wall, equip Feather and Fire Rod again. Go into the corner and hold up left. Or just up. I don't think you need to hold left, I just do it anyway. Mash through the text and then immediately jump. Once you're jumping, mash Fire Rod. And it should look a little bit like that. And then he will just die. I'll show it one more time. So go into the corner, mash Feather, jump, mash Fire Rod, and he'll die. It's pretty simple, really. And now we can just go and grab the instrument. Wang boys. Okay, so we're going back to the Shack Cave again. So just make her way there quickly. So after picking up that rock, I like to equip Feather because we need it later anyway, and it helps with dodging enemies. And dodging grass as well. Alright, so we're back at the Shack Cave. We're gonna do another shack jump. Exactly the same like we did before. And until you're in D3. Go back down here the same way we did before, and we're gonna do the exact same super swim again. Except this time, after we hit the empty room, we're not gonna start going up, or right, I mean. We're gonna go left, stay in the wall, and then go up twice. Then I like to stay in the wall here as well, so I can dodge the traps, open the door. You have to jump before opening the door, should point that out, and then enter the staircase. So, I actually like to use boots and sword on Moldorm. Because it's just much faster, and if he cooperates, it's really clean. So let's see. Okay, he didn't cooperate, really. So yeah, in this case, using Feather would have probably been faster, but I'll show it one more time. Let's see if he cooperates this time. There we go, that's what it can look like. And it's fast. So you can either equip Mambo now or do it after you exit the dungeon. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna do it now. And that's it for D1. Also, quick thing. I would recommend that you open the Manip app or webpage, whatever you use, during this D1 cutscene, because we're not going to have an egg cutscene. We're going to skip that. So it's pretty important that you don't forget to open it. Okay, so we're gonna Mambo and make our way over to the Dream Shrine again. Equip bracelets and go down. Okay, so this time we're going to equip Feather and Boots and do a naked super jump up here. Go down, dash through this, and then flip into this wall, get a dash going, and then equip Sword and Feather. This saves a menu from you having to kill them first and then equipping Feather again. So you can just kill them while this dash is still going if you do that. Just like that. And then we're gonna... Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Gonna super jump here again. And do the same super swim we've done before. Except this time we're not gonna go left. Also, you can equip Boots and Sword here. It doesn't really matter what you equip. We're gonna go up twice. Go right once. Make sure you don't fall into the pit to the right here. That is an actual pit. Go up again. And then we're gonna try to transition kind of in between these tiles. Being on the witch tile here, or above the witch, I should say, makes you zoom through the rooms, but being kind of in between them, makes you also dodge the enemies. So, it's really not a tight window at all. Just be above the witch tile is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna go up twice, and then go right, and this is the boss room. Don't forget to equip bombs. You might need them. So there's really nothing special about the nightmare fight in this run. I'm just gonna go through it like I normally do. And we'll see from there. We'll see if I get the Manip. Let's try it. Let's see about that. And that's it. We're done. That's the end of the run. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned whatever you needed to learn. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna go edit this now, and good luck with the runs.